Hello, 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 hello. We are live. We are live again here. Welcome, welcome everyone. If you are enjoying now, and or if you are watching the replay of the class, you are welcome here. Let me explain you what we are going to talk about. That's another typical lesson, not a typical live streaming. That's a live stream to break some of the objections. Most of the who want to learn saxophone, I notice that people want to learn saxophone everywhere with different ages, but we have some common objections. What is blocking most of the future students to learn saxophone? They think they don't have talent. Not just saxophone, that's a musical issue, you know, but we can see it a lot because I teach music, saxophone, you know already the methodologies teach saxophone through improvisation. That was the methodology developed. So you will learn a lot of music about music, you know, develop your music knowledge and express yourself musically through the saxophone. So I noticed during my decades of career as teacher, not only musician, you know, looking around my friends and you know colleagues, but as teacher, I noticed that most of the people think don't have talent. Even if I'm teaching secondary schools, I notice a lot it. I'm also a secondary school teacher, and I notice a lot is it's some teenager think don't have talent, but they can learn some structure, you know. So I'm here to explain you that music is a subject as math, as history, as English, as you know. So I'm here just to try to break that objection because most potential students don't want to go ahead because they think don't have talent. Okay, so just don't forget to leave your like here, engage with the platform. It is very important. Let's start here. Remember, you don't need talent. Talent is a myth. The truth about learning saxophone. So I'm going to clarify you, especially if you are that kind of student that think don't have musical talent. You know, you can learn. Okay, don't think about talent. I'm going to explain you what it means. So, have you ever thought maybe I don't have talent for music? If you haven't thought it, probably you haven't studied naturally. You know, maybe you haven't studied naturally because you are blocking yourself. You think you don't have talent, but it's a subject. You know, everyone who plays something start are everyone started from zero. They started learning, you know, step by step, everything. But they got something. They decided to start. They decided to start one day. You know, and that's your moment to start. I'm here to tell you that that's your moment and you can start. I can see a lot of students joining that class with over 70 years that play saxophone for approximately 2 years. Some students joining and already arrived the second day already engaged. You know, I can see it. Just example, that class. You know, I don't know if you are following the lives, etc., the receiving the emails, but we got some students with over 70 years that play saxophone for about 3 years, already engaging, checking the lessons for sure. We have to follow step by step, but you know, we can see they have attitude, you know, they have interest. So interest, discipline, understanding the process, you know, because you are not learning overnight. We're not learn overnight, you know. That's the thing. That's the craft. You are working inside yourself. You are understanding how music works. You know, you are developing a new knowledge, a new body inside of you. You know, it's like communication, like a new language. You know, but you are learning how the sounds can become music, but instead of use your words, you are using the instrument. Okay, so something new. You will not learn overnight. Okay, that's the first step, and that's the good point because you have to sacrifice something. You know, you are learning something new. You know, You are spending time with something new, completely new. For example, the time you're supposed to be on your phone, scrolling your phone, you are learning something new. It's very healthy for your brain. Learning something new, and also amazing if you want to join a session in the future. If you are engaging, learning, if you trust the process and if you accept the process of learning instruments and practice daily, so this is the number one reason adults quit. So most of the students don't decide to learn music because they think they don't have talent. But all these students want to learn. You know, once you try, once you trust the process, you see that is something that you are learning. Okay, trust it. You don't have to become musician overnight. Anyone become musician overnight. It's because you spend time learning, reading, practice. It is where you can get results. Anyone learn by magic. Okay. Some students don't have that kind of block. Some students understood easily that have to be persistent. You know, but anyone learn overnight. Anyone was born with talent. Anyone. Maybe have some kind of obsession with music, and stay there practicing, repeating, because music is all about repetition also. You have to understand something new, develop your ear, and practicing, repetitive mechanisms to develop muscle memory, etc. So it's some students become obsessive with it and can grow, because it's all about discipline. Improvisation is pattern recognition. Improvisation, I mean, music's pattern recognition. When I say improvisation, if you are watching the lessons, the classes, you know that on my methodology, I think when you develop improvisation skills, it is powerful for you. You can learn faster because we are human beings. We need to see results. So when we are improvising, we are being creative, and we cannot be creative from zero. We have to understand the pattern and reproduce with our own style. So it means improvisation. Yesterday, I used a comparison. For example, if you go to the bank with language, for example, already English is not my mother language. So we have to learn the words and then understand how to organize to create sense. So if I have to go to the bank to deposit something or to ask something there, I can't memorize phrase. I can't, for example, let me write something and arrive there. I have to reproduce that specific phrase. No, I have to arrive there. I know how to arrive there. I know what I have to resolve. What I have to do, and then I have to improvise with my words. I have to improvise with my words, but it's necessary to identify the words, to organize the phrases, create phrases, you know about the meaning of the words, the meaning of the phrases, and other things, not just verbally. The movement, about the clothes, it's not something that you was born with it. We learn how to dress up, how to speak, even, for example, if you want to go to the bank because you know that you have something to that maybe you have to deposit something or ask about, you know about the issues, you know how you have to dress correctly, you know how you have to speak. Music is all about it. It's not all about it, but you are starting on that universe. Okay, so improvisation is it. You know what you have to do. You can recognize the patterns, but you can be flexible. You can create something. You know, music is the same. Music is exactly the same. Okay, it's pattern recognition. Like language, like driving, training, everything. You have to train. For example, drive. I don't know if you know driving, uh, but you learn how to drive, right? Yeah, I don't know if you use an automatic car or manual car. I don't know if you have drive license, but you learn how to drive. So you can compare with everything. You will think I don't have talent to drive, but if you are consistent, you can get your full drive license. It's the same in music. For example, I now I'm speaking English. I'm able to teach music, teaching secondary schools. But my mother language is Portuguese. My mother language is Portuguese. I learned then Spanish because I was traveling, playing in Spanish countries. Then I learned Italian because I lived in Italy a few years, and now I live in the UK. So it was mandatory for me. Which was a survival skills. So I spent time studying. It was hard for me. I speak four languages, but English was the hardest language for me. And I'm still improving. I can communicate, I can teach, but I'm still improving. Music is the same. We are always improving. We are always recognize something that we have to improve. We have to practice. If I stop speaking English, like example, maybe we can't stop. Music is the same. Is exactly the same. Maybe it's not a survival skills, but it's something that maybe should be very positive for you. A lot of people really want to learn saxophone, learn music, and express musically through the saxophone. Most of the people are holding it like a dream forever, and I'm here to support you. If you are that kind of person, I'm here now, especially on that live, to to tell you that it's not about talent. It's about attitude. It's about starting. It's about decision. For example, let me explain again. Today I'm speaking English, but it's not my mother language. It was a decision for me to learn English, to be consistent, to try different courses. It was not easy for me learning English. It was much easier for me learning Italian, much easier for me learning Spanish, you know. And the music was not overnight. Today I can play everything. If I receive a request to perform electronic music, house music, I can play. If I receive a request to play rock music, I can play. If I receive a request to play Brazilian music, samba, bossa nova, everything, forró, many styles, I can play. But it was not overnight. It was pattern recognition. Pattern. Music is pattern like everything. You know, you already use pattern. As I told before, you already use pattern when you are speaking. For example, healthy habits. You brush your teeth before sleep. You take shower. You it's pattern. That's danger for you if you avoid brush your teeth before sleep. Take shower. Something that you understand. Someone told you that is important, so you can get sick. It's not something that we were born. You learn how to brush your teeth, to take shower. You know, it's the same. Music's the same. It's something that we have to learn. The real problem in the schools, if you are trying to learn saxophone by yourself, maybe you can collect different knowledge. So if you are starting from zero, you have possibility to start already improvising with community. So that's it. I'm here to invite you to get that opportunity. Okay, it's a very easy opportunity because you can access everything on your phone, on your own pace. We are building a very nice community. We have people watching us, sending assignments, people starting from zero. As I told you before, students with over 70 years start trying for the first time, first week. So we can see the progress, the progress. It's amazing to see the progress. It's amazing to see the students helping each other. A student that is starting saxophone in just few weeks ago already supporting other students, new students, learning, supporting, it's amazing, it's fabulous, it's amazing to see it. I'm very proud of it, and I invite you to be part of it. Okay. uh, you are not the problem. Okay, you are not the problem. Most of the people think don't have talent. Most of the people, I listen all my life. I listen it. I would love to learn saxophone, but I don't have talent. How many times do you think I have over 20 years before playing saxophone? How many times do you think I heard it? I would love to learn saxophone, but I don't have talent. How many times do you think I heard it? You know, it's a self. People are self blocking. It's something that you don't trust. Some kind of fear, but once you try it, you know, as I told you before, you have to just sacrifice 20 minutes of your day. Maybe you are scrolling your phone, doing something. You can change it. You can just learn something new. Try. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not trying something new for your life? Learning music, develop music knowledge. Try it. We can see a lot of people trying with over 70 years after living their life. A generation. I don't know how was 50 years ago. I was born in the decades of 80s. So they have experience that I don't know. I can't imagine a different reality. And today we have everything easily. Easily, you can access everything on your phone. So everything's changing. So, but I can still see young students that think don't have talent, even if you have 15, 16. Maybe you are not trying. So the problem, you are not the problem. It's just that myth. They think that music's talent. You see a musician playing, you think they are from the stars, but no, a human being learning something. Different patterns. Inside the music. So again, let's explain here. So you be guided step by step. If you decide to go ahead, you know, let's go. I can go with you. I will go with you. Step by step, simple pattern, slow. You are going to understand. You can ask everything. I know even some students join it, but are still shy. What the lesson still shy, don't want to say. But please arrive there. Get that opportunity. Arrive there. Ask question. Nothing to lose. You don't have nothing to lose. Just few minutes a day watching the lesson, try to practice. You can see inside the community people supporting each other. Maybe you are unsafe today, and in few months you can support the students of the next class. You know that class is a new class. You can see we have already some students that joined maybe in the end of last year, or maybe a few weeks ago, already supporting students arriving. Maybe they arrive in the same class from zero, supporting each others also. It's beautiful. It's fabulous. It's, for me, it's the meaning of the life. Meaning of the life. See it, people helping each other, learning something. Transcend themselves. About learning something new, learning something that you never thought you can develop. It's amazing. It's the miracle of the life. We are here. We are in the life short. We have to learn what you want. If you love music, don't block yourself. So if you understand scale, you invited to understand what means scale. Music as a language. I'm going to invite you how to understand it. Meanwhile, you are playing the saxophone. Saxophone is your musical instrument, so you will understand music, a new language, and express through the saxophone. So you will invite it to understand what means scale notes, like words, in grammar, you have to learn the words, the meaning of the words, and then organize to form phrases, meaning and the phrases. Music is the same. I'm going to invite you to learn a scale, the notes of one scale, and then build the chords, and you see as a language. So in the first weeks, the first 7 or 8 weeks, uh, you will be in contact with something new. You will start a new journey on your life if you are starting from zero. Okay, something very new in your life. You see sounds, sound. You see sounds as tool, as like words, organizing it. You see it in 7 weeks, practicing constantly. You will develop it in 7 8 weeks. You can already improvise, and then you know if you get some decision today and you trust the process, you go step by step, ask support for everything. If you have question, ask, etc. And you can see you can see what can change in your life in that sense of playing saxophone, understanding music. If you get to that decision, you can see what you can do in 6 months, 6 7 8 months. The program is 12 months. 12 months. The fees is still very discounted. In one day teaching secondary school, I can earn more than, than the fee. So it's a possibility for you to learn something easily. Students inside the program starting from zero, now progressing. As I told you before, we have students with over 70 years learning saxophone, students with 40, etc. But it's impressive to see how we have people with over 65, 70 that are starting now. You know, but if you think about yourself, if you maybe you have 20 years, 30 years, think about yourself. You want to learn saxophone. Let's return. The topic of that lesson is if you think you don't have talent, you know, maybe you can postpone it for many years, and then in the future you think, no, it was about my fault because I have to try. And I'm here to encourage you. That is something that you can learn, okay? And we are there to support you. I'm here to support you, to share this knowledge, to guide you step by step and be part of that community, okay? uh, Only 20 minutes a day, as I told you before. Maybe you have just to change something on your routine. Maybe change something. Maybe the time you are scrolling something on your iPhone, gets inside because of something. 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Watch the lesson and practice on your saxophone. Uh, okay. Even if you don't have saxophone today, you can get it easily. Auction. We can find saxophone, very good saxophone in auction. In auction, the thing about second-hand saxophone is because maybe you have to bring it. No, sax doctor. You have to bring it to check. Maybe you are not able to understand. But even the cheapest saxophone, I bought it. A cheap saxophone. I was just let me tell you a history. I was playing in a cruise ship, and I decided because there was a disco also. I was performing lounge theater, but someone invited me to perform in the disco. So I had the idea to buy a LED, LED lights. But my saxophone is expensive. My main saxophone is expensive. So I decided to buy the cheapest saxophone on Amazon for £100. I bought that one to use LED, so I stick the LEDs there, and I was performing in the middle of the crowd, £100, and working, professionally, people having fun, etc. So we have also that possibility. 20 years ago was, I think, I can't imagine 20 years ago be able to find a saxophone for £100 working well. So we have also that possibility. Even if you don't have saxophone yet, you can find cheap, zero, brand new, a cheap one, or second hand. We can find second hand instruments. I have to control myself because if I go to the eBay, for example, I can find many flutes, clarinets, man. Let me show you. I have a keyboard here. Just a second. I have a keyboard here. It's just an example. Just an example. I bought that keyboard, the good keyboard, for £10. £10. You know. I bought a professional flute for £30. So you can find, you can find saxophone on auction, second hand. The core idea is just let's return here. Music is about pattern. Okay, so we have to recognize pattern, like language, like you are learning how to drive a car, uh, you know, pattern. It's everything about pattern, like everything. If you are cooking something, you know, it's all about pattern. So it's something that you can learn. So the truth is you can learn. Good evening. I just saw you answer here now. Come, I saw you joining the course. Nice to see you there. It was hidden, the comment was hidden here. Nice to see you there. So that's it. That's live, especially for who are not confident with themselves. So I'm here to tell you, don't hold yourself. If you have that dream of learning saxophone, don't miss that opportunity, okay? Don't miss it because I can see, um, most of the people has a dream to learn some instrument, and don't hold it inside you. Maybe you love music, but you think you don't have talent. We musician, we learn it. Someday we decided to learn. Someday we decide to learn, and we were consistent. We were consistent. That's the thing. We have to be consistent. We are learning something new. Maybe for you it's not a survival skill. For me, music in the beginning was not a survival skill. It was something, something healing. In the school, I was there, and we had the orchestra. Just joined there. I was there playing the songs, reading. But slow, I noticed that music was a big part of my life, and was always engaged with it. Learning something. I don't know if you watched the classes of the sax experience, but it was everything memorized. Playing, reading the music. I was not able to be creative. And one day I decided to go deep to understand how everything works as a language, and then I already told you on the master class there the history. The idea is not to repeat here, but to give you inspiration, especially if you think you don't have talent, to tell you that it's all about consistency. So that's it. Please, if you want to learn music and you think you don't have talent, please give that opportunity for you to learn. Okay? Want to start learning the right way? I can see a lot of people learning after 70 years. If you are that kind of person with over 70 years waiting for that opportunity, join us. You are not alone. We have a lot of students with over 70, very engaged, very engaged. As I told you before, just example, the class now, that class, we have already students here, part of the new class, and we have already students with over 70 that are arrived, already engaging, already writing message. I mean, over 70, okay? Writing message, asking questions, you know, if you are that kind of student, you are very welcome. Don't let it to later, don't let it to later. And I'm there to support you. I'm there to guide you. You can see maybe you are starting from zero. In few weeks you can also support others. Your progress can be inspiration to other students. That's the as let me repeat here, for me that's the it's becoming the meaning of life for me to see that result. So don't postpone it. Don't postpone it. If learn music is your dream, don't postpone it. That's it in the description of this video. Just a call. You can access the link, marcelocuco.com/join sc. Oh, it's a typo. It's SCI. SCI. Let me write here. Let me write marcelocuco.com/join SCI. Join SCI. So that's it. That's the link. That's the link. Listen, call. Listen him. It's true. It's completely true. Talent comes from working smart. So it's about results. People think it's talent, but it's not. It's never overnight. It's never overnight. Never overnight. It's all about windows. Of window. I mean, what you can see. So I'm showing you. I'm showing you the way, the step by step, so you can learn from zero. You can learn from zero. You can learn from zero, step by step, ask questions, engaging. Don't be shy. We have a lot of people starting from zero that maybe thought that don't have talent for the entire life. And then after time after time, God took that decision. Now I want really to learn it. But I'm here to explain you. It's not something that, we are a musician. We are not from the stars. We are always, being consistent, learning something new. It's like a language. So that's it. That's the website. You can check here on the description of this video. Okay, that's live, especially for you that think don't have talent. Okay. Uh, Inside the program, you have lessons, feedback, PDF, community. Community. You can see people engaging. Maybe you are starting from zero. In few months, you can support the new students. That's amazing. That's wonderful to see it. Just remember, for who is arriving now, maybe you can see videos. I have to update old videos. I'm always updating. Okay. In few weeks, you see all the videos there will be new. I'm going to update everything. The lessons the same. The method, as I told you before, the method was developed for decades, developed academically. So the structure of the method is ready. Is ready. But the setup, I'm always improving. Setup always improve the lighting, the sound, everything. So if you already joined there, don't forget to write me. You can see already inside, the welcome model explaining everything. If you notice some issue, you can notify me everything. I can try to fix it as soon as possible. Okay. We are community. First of all, we are community. So limited time. Just remember, for that class, we are in the last 48 hours. We can't leave it open forever because I have to close and then support who is already there. Check the message, because we are always noticing something that I have to improve, especially because now we are having students with more advanced skills, also starting from zero. But we have also in that class specifically is coming a student that already have experience with orchestra. So I have to work on it. It can't be open for forever. So I have to improve, etc. And because of that's kind of updates. We are working hard there inside, so the platform will be updated, and also it can influence the fee. So it is still very accessible. It is still very accessible. So think about it. Now is a lot of students joining. If you are starting from zero, please arrive there, engage. It can improve the quality of our platform. Okay. So if something is not clear for you, especially if you are starting from zero, okay, if something is not clear, ask, etc. So I can improve. The way I am sharing the methodology. Okay, because of it, we have still time to be very accessible. So you can enjoy, you can be part. We are updating. Okay, so that's because of that. That's the last 48 hours to join. Okay, don't forget to join. Final message: you don't need talent, you just need the right system. Okay, so I'm really proud about something that we are developing together. Community support each other. Doesn't matter your level. Everyone with the same goal to learn saxophone. To support each others. So it's not about talent. It's about the right system. The system of consistency. You know, you have to add it on your routine. Maybe instead of 20 minutes scrolling your phone, reading some news that can get you, anxiety. We are living trouble moments. The world, financial, economics. So why not learning something new? Why not playing saxophone? Learning music. So you are very welcome to join. And I think it's it. If you someone have some question, if you are watching the replay of that live, don't forget to write something on the comments. Okay, and if you are already registered, you will receive an email tomorrow. I'm going to remember you. I'm going to remember you until the last day because of that. I know most of you want to learn but are insecure. Because of it, I know I have to be consistent. I know most of you want to learn, and I know that it's not expensive. I really know that it's not expensive. It's very symbolic, especially if you want to buy in 12 statements. You can pay in different cards. You can use 2 cards. I have a lot. It's very flexible, so it's not about the fee. For now, no. For now, it's not about the fee. I know because of the improvement of the platform, maybe in 1-2 years, maybe it should be hard to everyone. But now I know it's very accessible. Okay, and that's it. Don't some question. That's it. Don't forget that in the description of this video you can access the link to join the platform, to stay there with us, to be part of that community, and learn saxophone. Okay, learning music and express your musicality through the saxophone in a creative way, improvising, being creative. So I can't wait to see you all improvising. Even if you are starting from zero, if I have some experience, I can't wait to see your comments, your engagement, your questions, your assessment. Okay, so let's grow. Let's grow. We are here to grow. We are here to grow together. Everyone growing together. Everyone learning. That's the life. So that's it. That's it. So that's it. Any question? Okay, so just remember 40 hours if you are watching it now, 19 March. Okay, so that's it. Hope to see you inside and have a good evening. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, see you.